Hey guys, Chaz here from Pugliese Speed Shop. We're about to talk about what we learned this week for your Tuesday morning tech tip. Well, guys, if you're following along, you already know what we learned, right? We learned some valuable lessons. We learned don't rush things. If it's not working out, don't try to hurry up and make it work out because that's just not going to work out faster, right? So, yeah, that wasn't the smartest thing I could have come up with. Uh, see, when things started going wrong, and I tried to do this, I did. Things started going wrong, and I said, well, okay, let me move on to something else, right? You know, the dashboard wasn't going good. Trying to put that in because it wasn't anything that we did. You saw the part just didn't line up, right? It didn't fit right. The color wasn't right, and I was about to get wrapped up in like, oh, it's gotta go, you know. But this is stupid. Just return it, and today's day and age, we'll order another one. I'll have it tomorrow. You know, whatever the carpet thing we did, you know, which saves money, looks better than the other one did, and it's a lot less time consuming. Now, if that cover lay one actually, the color was good, and the fitment was good, it wouldn't have been nothing to put on. It would look great. It just wasn't in the card. It's just the way this faded. It's like brownish now, and the more I look at it, I can see it. So, but instead of getting like a lot of times, I get wrapped around the axle and I dwell on one thing, and I'm like, I gotta fix this. I didn't do that. I was we went to the next, right? And tinted the windows. Okay, cool, no big deal. That was all. So it was kind of, the stage was set for me to get upset, but I didn't want to do it. Right? Nah, not gonna do it. We moved on to the bed, and this is something I should have done earlier, but I knew it was gonna be a pain, so I wanted to put it off. I never should have done that. That's another thing. I should have put it off. I should have just got it done, got the aggravating stuff done, and over with, right? But I didn't do that. So then I wasn't prepared, right? I went to weld that sheet metal in. I didn't have any shielding gas. I knew it wasn't going to work out well. This is very thin metal on this truck. You know, anything 80s, mid 80s, and newer is real thin metal. So I knew it wasn't going to work, but I tried it anyways. And then I got aggravated when it went awry. I knew it wasn't going to work. Why would I get aggravated? Because I wasn't being realistic, right? What went on after that? Now I'm frustrated, right? So I'm going to do the wheels now, but now I'm thoroughly frustrated. So instead of using finesse and kind of just rolling with the router like I did later on, I'm like, I'm getting after this thing, and I was forcing it. I definitely was forcing it way more than I should have. We all know it wasn't the right tool to begin with, right? But it worked. It did work, and it came out great when I calmed down, did it calmly, used a little finesse, right? Kevin loves that word because he's right, you know. It worked out great, but I wasn't doing any of that, right? I was frustrated, so I'm forcing things. I was running a muscle through it, and I broke the bit. Well, that got me more frustrated, right? So what do? Now I keep hurrying more. I keep rushing more. And, well, I'm just going to put these things in. I'm just going to rivet this stuff together. I'm not even going to try and, you know, this is how I'm going to do it. It's going to be easier. It's going to be quicker. I got it. Right through the freaking fuel line. You know, the filler line for the gas. I knew it was there. And I hit it, and I'm like, why do I smell gas? Son of a bitch. My first instinct was, I'm going to fix that, and I'm going to keep going. No. Put it down, get a beer, get the hell out of the shop, dude. What are you doing, right? So that's what I did, and the best decision I made. Might upset some people because the video stopped there, and I was like, nope, we're calling it, and we're going to finish this later. But, so what I do, the next day, I got off of work, I came down here, I got work done, I got the wheels fixed, came out beautiful. I got the bed fixed, came out beautiful. for what it is. The wheels look better though. But yeah, that's what I did, and I'm gonna keep pushing along, right? So it just makes sense to do things the right way, ish. More than that, have a plan, execute it as best as you can. It's never gonna be perfect, guys. Anybody that's been working on it, I mean, I hate to admit it, but this is a 30-year-old truck, right? Brace yourself, guys. 1992 was 30 years ago. I know. I don't understand how it happened either, but it did. I'm looking at this as a newer vehicle, and it's not. So I gotta, we all need to think about it. The guys my age, especially, need to figure that out, right? That's just what it is. But you can't rush it. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? I mean, you gotta just, and that's it. You take your time. You set a plan. You have to have a plan. That's where you have something to deviate from, right? I say that all the time. But there's truth to that, and there's also organization to that, because you're following your plan, and it doesn't work. Something comes up unexpected. Okay, well, I still have the end goal over here. This is what I want to do. I'm over here. How do and you figure it out. Rushing through something and just going, that's not the way. And we've talked about this before in this channel. Me and my brother did the same thing. And it was easier for me to tell him, hey man, relax. It wasn't my motorcycle that day. He was aggravated about that. So yeah, it's easy for me to look at him and say, calm it down. It ain't easy for me down here alone to say, Chaz, you gotta calm down. And a lot of us are out here working in the shops alone. So you gotta have that discipline to tell yourself, hey man, knock it off. Stop acting like a jerk off and walk away. Come back tomorrow, It'll be here. I promise you, it'll be here. Thanks for watching, guys.